let's get serious. Had a situation with a player. It is Dimitri Payet, and he refused to play for us.
When the spawn meets world.
Hello, Jano. Alright, David, how you doing? You alright? Yeah, you got some bad news. Dimitri Payet doesn't want to play for the club anymore. We'll get rid of him then. Look, I don't need anyone at my club who doesn't want to play for my club. I don't care who they are. No one is irreplaceable. Tell him to get a life, jog on, get as far away from East London as possible because, you know, East London, you might get hurt. And just don't let me see his face again. Alright? Cool. Catch you later, David. And that is how you deal with disrespectful players.
In a parallel universe, West Ham United decided that Slaven Bilic wasn't the right man to lead West Ham to glory at the London Stadium. Instead, they chose this man.
Hi there, my name is Jano. What's up guys, and welcome to another episode of the West Ham World. We're on episode number 6 and we have a massive FA Cup third round fixture for you guys today, followed by a Premier League game against Manchester City away at the Etihad Stadium, where in my West Ham World save, Dimitri Payet has gone out on loan. But before we get into that, we need to remain one of the top clubs in London by knocking Arsenal out of the FA Cup. But before we do that, we want to have a quick look at the league table. Now, if we look at the league table, this is important for two reasons, because we want to knock Arsenal's confidence, because we are currently sitting 2 points behind them, and if we can knock their morale a bit, potentially we could overtake them in the league and win the Premier League in our second season of the West Ham World. So this game is doubly important for that reason, and then a win against Man City furthers the gap between us and the chasing pack as well. So a massive episode here in early January. We have a little bit of transfer news for you as well. We have brought in 2 goalkeepers. Neither is going to take over from Rajkovic just yet. One of them is just a substitute goalkeeper instead of the likes of Darren Randolph and Adrian. And we've got Jose Sarr from Olympique Lyon, decent professional player, 24 years of age, who is happy to be a backup to Rajkovic. Great second choice goalkeeper we've now brought into the club. And then we've also brought in Dennis Frolic as well. Now, considering that we have William Hamilton as well, who is a very promising English goalkeeper, I think we should be set for goalkeepers for the majority of this game now with the signings we have made. Because Dennis Frolic or William Hamilton, I'm pretty confident one of them will at least become good enough to be West Ham's number 1 once Rajkovic and Sarr are older. So let's get into the Arsenal game in the FA Cup, and we are starting with our 4-3-1-2 formation. Rajkovic as a sweeper keeper with complete wing backs Jonathan Flanagan and Dominic Iorfa. Sam Byram, I believe, is on the bench, so I don't know why I've got Iorfa there. I'm sure there was a reason I picked him. Anyway, Michael Keane and Ogbonna are the 2 centre-backs. Ogbonna is a ball-playing defender though. William Hughes, Ozan Tufan and Marco van Ginkel build up the midfield, with Lanzini, who has been on fire, as the shadow striker just behind Jonathan Callery and Saido Berahino, who has also, both of them, been on form. We are playing Arsenal, who are playing a 4-2-3-1, which we come up against a lot in this game. Szczesny is in goal, with Johnny as the left back, Bellerin as the right back, Koscielny and Mustafi as the 2 centre backs, Xhaka and Ramsey in the double pivot, with Sanchez, Mesut Ozil and Oxlade-Chamberlain behind Iwobi, who we have been looking at signing. I'm not sure if it shows if we are interested or not. Yeah, there we go. Major interest, or no, minor interest from West Ham, but I believe you're looking at quite a high expenditure, 10 to 26 million. So that is why we have not made the move just yet, but maybe we'll consider it, bringing another promising English youngster. Alright, because of the type of fixture this is, and because it's in the cup, we are going to say go out there for the fans, give them their money worth, and then a little bit, because we're at home, of assertive faith. Tell the boys they can get the job done, and that worked on absolutely nobody. Looks like a snowy pitch that we're playing on today, so hopefully that doesn't disrupt our nice passing football with the triangles. Hopefully Koscielny messes up here, hoofs it forward. Iorfa wins that ball. Will Hughes can play it into Lanzini. Lanzini through to Berahino. That ball was so obvious. I was worried he wasn't going to play it, but we were 1-0 up in under a minute and a half when Lanzini sees Berahino in the space, plays him through, and there you go, goal number 1 against Arsenal. Look at this, I could see it. Everyone could see it apart from Arsenal's defence. First time volley from over the shoulder at the near post. Why they're not playing Cech, I'm presuming he's injured, I don't know. But hopefully we can make Szczesny have a very bad day as Will Hughes wins the ball in midfield, plays it to Caleri. Caleri dribbles to the right. Can he get a ball in? To Lanzini, I think that was. And it is saved by Szczesny. Almost 2-0 under 5 minutes. We have got off to a blinding start, which is very positive, which unfortunately isn't always prevalent in the FM community, and I've already said it in the AFC Wimbledon save. But if you don't have anything nice to say, just don't say anything. Just let people do what they like to do, enjoy the game how they like to enjoy it, and be entertaining in their own way, and then the people can enjoy whatever content, whatever type of content creator is putting out there. And if you've got a problem with that, I don't care. Just let people do what they want to do and have fun the way that they have fun, and that is it. I've heard some absolute nonsense recently, especially on Twitter, so that is all I've got to say about that. As Berahino hits the post, I'm worried now because we've had 9 shots, 6 on target, 2 clear-cut chances. We've only scored 1, and you know what FM is like. Their first chance will go in. Okay, Lanzini with a cross in. It's dropped to Bellerin outside, who can clear it. Iorfa picks it up first though. Doesn't find Ozan Tufan though. Now Arsenal can counter with Xhaka here. To Alexis Sanchez. Oh, please don't do this. What did I say would happen? They counter us. They make their 1 chance count. And it's 1-1. Just when it got to Özil here, I was like, great. Fantastic. Unfortunately, we've not made any of our other chances count, and that has brought it to half-time with Arsenal back in the game. Again, we'll say go out there, give the fans their money worth. Tell them all we have faith still, because we performed so much better than they have. And also, while we kick off the second half, again, I want to say I'm looking at bringing in like a half-time little segment where I can talk about this kind of stuff instead of talking about it during the game. So look for that coming to the channel soon, where at half-time in both games I will bring up whatever subjects that I've been thinking about instead of bringing it up randomly while the game's kicking off so my team can score whilst I'm just talking rubbish. But what I have said in the AFC Wimbledon save, as Ozan Tufan scores an absolute... Well, I thought he'd scored an absolute cracker, but unfortunately Lanzini was offside apparently, which is great. But I have been looking at flats today, so there may be a slowdown in the content because I'm looking to move flat, get our own place with my wife and kid, because at the moment we're sharing. So get our own place. Hopefully I'll have a designated area to film these videos and a designated area for my green screen, so I can do a few more skits, a few more green screen effects, try and be as entertaining as possible with the content that I'm creating. We are going to take Tufan off because he's got that yellow card. Michael Keane's been playing well, so I'm going to risk keeping him on. We're going to change Caleri because we're looking for a goal. And we're going to bring on Mr. Big Time, Andre Ayew, who likes to score a goal when we need it the most. Although he felt I lacked credibility there, but that's because I promised him first team football and then didn't really deliver on my promise, which of course doesn't usually make players very fond of you. But Ayew now picks up the ball, plays it to Berahino. I'd have preferred it if Berahino just turned and sprinted past that player. Alexis Sanchez gets down the line. Are you kidding me? Are you absolutely kidding me? They've had 2 chances and they've scored both times. What on earth is going on? We are controlling the game, but they've literally countered us twice. And with players like Sanchez, Özil, Welbeck, if we get countered by Arsenal, we suffer. Obiang now has the ball. Just think about the pass. Don't do anything stupid. Flanagan has it. Has some space to move into. Hoofs it forward to Berahino, who I don't think has the pace to get there. Do not have another counter. We've got men back this time. Well done, Hughes, for winning the ball. Lanzini now moves forward. Can Lanzini find the ball into the box? Can he get across into Berahino? It's a foul in the box by Bellerin. Penalty. We need to put this in to carry on our FA Cup run. Ayew is going to step up. The man that always steps up for us in the big games when we really need a goal. Will he do it again? And it goes in. Ayew has done the job again. I know he isn't the biggest fan of me, but when I need him the most, Andre Ayew turns up. And I need to start trusting him. Maybe I should put him above Calorie in the pecking order. Maybe I should put him above, say, Lozano and Berahino. But just he's not a natural striker, which is why I'm not playing him. Maybe I should look at playing him as shadow striker, but Lanzini has been on fire. So I really don't know how to fit Ayew in my current setup, but he has tutored some of my players, made them resolute, which is a great personality trait, and also always performs when I really need him. So really I should treat him a lot better considering the job he does for me. Although Welbeck is through now. Keane manages to get a great tackle in there. Crossed in by Nelson. Who the hell is Nelson? And Welbeck has literally scored again. Welbeck is tearing me a new one. Great tackle there by Keane. But Nelson gets it. Welbeck's got back to his feet. Ball is put in. And Rajkovic really isn't doing as well as he would usually do in games like this. We may be losing to Arsenal here. We're going to go to attacking and have another team talk. And demand more from them. And we need another goal again. We're back in the same position we were before Bellerin gave away that penalty. They're not even playing that strong a first team, and I'm playing my strong first team because I wanted a cup run. I wanted to win some silverware this season, and it looks like Arsenal's reserves are going to beat me with 6 shots, 6 on target, 2 clear-cut chances, 3 goals. That just hurts. Obiang has the ball, plays it to Lanzini, to Ayew, who gets tackled. If he could have just played that to the next man along. Hughes now has it to Van Ginkel, to Lanzini, to Ayew, through to Berahino. Berahino, you need to put that away. Either side of the keeper, and we'd be back at 3-3. Lanzini now crosses the ball in. Should drop to Flanagan if he actually moves towards the ball. Looks for Hughes, out to Lanzini. Lanzini with the cross. Drops to Lanzini again. It's another corner. We're piling on the pressure. Can we get that all-important goal to tie this fixture? Keane has it to Hughes, crossed in to Berahino. Where the hell is the ball? It's gone in. I don't know what happened, but it's gone in, which is the most important thing. Obiang is the one that apparently scored the goal. Let's see what kind of madness happens in this box. Keane plays it to Hughes. Hughes inside to Berahino. Hits the keeper. Ayew hits the defender. Alexis Sanchez tries to smash it clear, and it hits Obiang and goes in. That is just absolute madness, that goal. How on earth I was meant to see that on the 2D screen? That was never going to happen. I was never going to be able to read that. We are now going for the win. We're staying on attacking. I've decided. Lanzini plays it to Ayew. Ayew can finish it here. Keeper saves it. We have another corner. Hopefully a bit more madness in the box. Another goal. And we will go defensive. Lanzini with an awful cross. Thank God it's Mustafi that picked that up in that position. Because if it was any attacking sort of player, we would have been in big trouble. We are watching the clock very slowly count down. A lot's happening that isn't highlight worthy. Alright, Rajkovic plays it to Flanagan, to Van Ginkel. We're on the attack. Lanzini tried to find Berahino, but Mustafi picks it up. Can we win that header? Obiang wins the header. Lanzini gets tackled though. Oh, it's an Arsenal attack. It's an Arsenal highlight. Not what I... Oh, no. We've won it back. Lanzini, Ayew, Berahino. You just need to skip past your man. He's past him. Why didn't you shoot? Why did you not shoot that football? Alright, Flanagan's won it. Lanzini into Berahino. Tries to find Ayew, but the pass isn't good enough. Alexis now has it on the left. Tackled. Ayew into Lanzini. Through to Berahino. Finish it. Over the bar. Are you kidding? You could have moved towards the goal as well. 25 shots, 16 on target. How have we only scored 3? It's going to be the final whistle. We've got a minute left. Lanzini into Ayew. Ayew into Berahino. One more inside. I said one more inside. Listen to your manager. Alright, Keane has it. Plays it to Flanagan. To Van Ginkel. Oh, he gets tackled. And it's a ball over the top to Welbeck, who has the pace. Does he have the finishing? He doesn't. But Alexis Sanchez picks up the rebound. Oh, the cup run is over. Not the best episode ever of the West Ham World season number 2. That could have dropped anywhere off of that post but it drops to Alexis Sanchez. And we are going out the cup. We don't have time to do anything about this. We should have scored more than 3. I mean, ideally we shouldn't concede 4 goals out of 9 shots on target. But obviously their chances were good enough. We're going to say disappointing. Anyway, that is the end of the first game. Let's move on into the second game, where we play Man City away at the Etihad, trying to leapfrog Arsenal in the table. So guys, we are going into the Manchester City game. 5th against 2nd place. We aren't even the favourites for this tie, so it could be a double defeat episode. But we are starting with the 4-3-1-2 with Rajkovic in goal, Flanagan and Byram as the 2 wing backs, as Iorfa is slightly unfit, Michael Keane and Ogbonna as the 2 centre backs, with Van Ginkel, Ozan Tufan and Will Hughes as our usual 3-man midfield, with Andre Ayew playing as the shadow striker behind Jonathan Callery and Berahino, because Lanzini was slightly unfit as well, so we thought we'd give him a rest. We are playing a 4-3-3 formation with Claudio Bravo in goal, with Bernat and Stones as the 2 wing backs, Otamendi and company as the 2 centre backs, with Kranvita sitting just in front. Fernandinho and Gundogan are the 2 central midfielders in front of him, with Kevin De Bruyne, David Silva and Jonas as the attacking 3 players. Okay, we are going to go with calm because we're away, and we're going to claim about it's about the supporters again. Well, I think I clicked something completely different, but never mind, it didn't negatively affect my team. Manchester City are doing okay, but for their level they should be doing a lot better, so hopefully they aren't in the best of form and we can pick up a victory in this game, keep our momentum going and keep up with Arsenal at the top of the table. With Flanagan scoring a goal in the box. What a finish by Flanagan considering he's our left back. I'm not sure why he was in the box that far forward from what looked like a throw-in. It was a throw-in. Byram's also up there. This might be why when we get countered so easy. Look, we've only got 2 men back there and that is from a throw-in. So potentially we may look at making those fullbacks, especially as we're now 1-0 up. Well, they are on support. We'll leave it as it is. I thought they might be on attack because of how far forward they are. But they are on support, but complete wing-backs generally attack more. But that might be why we're so good usually going forward, as Berahino almost breaks through their defence there with a run forward. Stones now has it, hoofs it clear, but Flanagan is back there. Not the greatest of headers, and we now have the pressure building on us as Jonas has the ball. We'll probably look inside to Gundogan. Stones now has it, plays it back to De Bruyne. Gundogan, Jonas, Fernandinho, some nice passing here by City as they patiently wait for their opportunity to go through. And there it is to Fernandinho, who blasts it over the bar. We've only had 1 chance, we've made it count, but we've only had 1 chance. They've had 3. They haven't missed all their chances though. Ideally I'd like to see our number rising and not theirs. But Ozan Tufan wins the ball there, plays it back to Rajkovic, hoofs it up to Callery. Great touch, great control, great turn. Callery into Hughes. What can Hughes do? Finds Ayew, skips past his man and finishes 2-0 to West Ham. We may not have had so many chances, but every time we have made it count. Great play by Callery there. Great play by Hughes. And there is Andre Ayew, the man that fails to ever disappoint. He is literally, every time I play him, he performs amazingly. Okay, it looks like we're going to go in at half-time winning 2-0, which means we keep pace with Arsenal, who also look like they're winning at the moment. Don't get complacent out there. Oh, we've made Ogbonna stressed. Why? What is wrong with you, Ogbonna? You're meant to be one of our senior players who's been here the longest, considering we've changed the team quite a bit. Alright, Callery gets tackled there. Keane wins the ball. just the kickoff highlights, so everything is fine. Okay, so Kranvita has the ball. He plays it out wide to Bernat. Bernat runs down the line, looking to get the cross in. Plays it back to Fernandinho. Oh, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Okay, so Bernat here manages to skip past our player, crosses it into Fernandinho. Fernandinho has the shot, and I think that's Michael Keane who it hits, which takes it past Rajkovic. So that is not ideal because it puts him back in the game. So we're going to tell him to concentrate as Keane finds Ayew. See, and our deflection goes wide. That's not fair. Come on, life. Be fair to us. As we look for substitutions, Flanagan's playing too well to take off, even though he's got a card. 6.1 on Berahino. Why is he playing so bad? We'll put Lozano on. No, we won't. We'll put Lanzini on. Swap Lanzini with Ayew. Calorie isn't even playing that well either. Should we take Calorie off for Lozano? It's only 25 minutes he's got to play, so he should be okay. Hopefully. We now have to try and hold on, so part of me is tempted to go more defensive. But Ozan Tufan picks it up, gets tackled. Why did he let that happen? He had an easy pass there. Now Man City are blazing forward. De Bruyne is the type of player that can pick out a pass, but fortunately our defender gets the foot in, wins the tackle. We have 20 minutes to hold on. Now, am I going to be a reactive manager or a proactive manager? I think that's the wording. Lozano has fouled someone in the box. So it doesn't matter now. I've already become a reactive manager because all I can do now is react to whether this shot goes in. We look like Rajkovic with the save. West Ham goalkeepers can save penalties. That is what they do. We are going to put this on counter now. You watch it be too late. Lanzini, just put it forward to Ayew. Don't get tackled so quickly, Ayew. If you want, just run towards the touchline. It's played through to De Bruyne. Great tackle there, great tackle. We've got 10 minutes to hold on to get 3 points away at Manchester City. We're playing counter-attacking football now, so we're going to invite more pressure onto ourselves. God damn it. It was going so well. But I suppose when you're letting a team have that many chances and you're not creating that many, there's always the chance that Axel Witsel's going to pop up and score a volley. Very disappointing episode considering there have been highs where we thought we were either going to draw the game or win the game, and then there have been some lows when we realised that what we thought was going to happen isn't. In fact, I've literally recorded this straight after AFC Wimbledon returned to glory, and I've won 1 game out of 4. But you know what? We have to remember that we are West Ham. Last season we struggled for half the season and then came back with some good form near the end of it, winning some big games. This season we are second, a lot higher than anyone would have expected us to be. We're not the finished article yet, we're just performing very well as a team. Gonna tell them unlucky boys, we almost had them tonight, and we're gonna move forward. Hopefully we'll keep our Champions League spot by staying in the first or second position as we move on with this game. Anyway guys, thank you so much for tuning in as always. If you've enjoyed the episode, please make sure to subscribe if you're new. Also hit that like button and share the content so we can get this channel out there. We're now aiming for 200 subs. We're going to keep on growing. That is the plan for this channel. And with that being said, we will hopefully come back to this game after the transfer window is shut with some more victories. Anyway guys, I've been JNO, you guys have been awesome, and remember, it's all about the game. People keep talking outside while I'm filming, god damn it.